We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello student, I am Professor Mahesh Makwana from Apollo Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are discuss about component of IoT. This is the topic come under the IoT and application subject semester 8. Okay, so first of all try to understand what is the component of IoT. Here the hardware utilized in IoT system includes a device for remote dashboard, device for control, servers, a routing or a bridge device, a sensor, etc. So these all component come under the components of IoT. And what is the role of this IoT component? So here this device manage the key task and the function to achieve this particular goal. So this is all about the component of IoT. Here so many component of IoT, but we just categorize these all component into 4 category. So this question is also asked in GTU examination. So try to understand which one are these 4 category. So this is the 4 category. uh, First one is the control unit, second one is the sensor, third one is the communication module, fourth one is the power sources. So here we just categorize all the IoT component into these 4 categories. Let's say for example we are using RFID tag. So this RFID tag is nothing but the sensor. So this RFID tag come under the sensor categories, right? So one by one we just starting from the first one, control unit. So what is the control unit? A small computer on a single integrated circuit containing the processor, memory, and programmable input output peripheral. So this is nothing but the controller. Okay, what is the role of this controller? It is responsible for the main operation. So IoT device itself, these 4 categories of the controller, but the control unit is the main for the operation, right? I repeat once again, what is the controller? A small computer or a single integrated circuit with memory, processor, and input output peripheral. Let's say for example I just mentioned few control unit. So you already know about the Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is also a control unit. Arduino is also a control unit. Why? Because this Raspberry Pi have its own memory, processor, and you can also connect the peripheral. So that's why we can say this is the example of control unit. Now next one is the sensor. So what do you mean by sensor? So device that can measure a physical quantity and convert it into a signal which can be read and interpreted by the microcontroller unit. For example, I just try to explain this with the example, live example. For example, as a human, we have a natural sensor, like we have eyes, we have a skin. So what is the role of eyes? Eyes just for to with the help of eyes we can visualize the world. With the help of skin we can sense the environment or atmosphere around us. So this is nothing but the one kind of a natural sensor. But unfortunately A circuit or a machine don't have this kind of natural sensor. For that purpose, human produce or implement or invent a sensor, various kind of sensor, right? So sensor, this particular sensor have a particular role. For example, I just compare with the natural sensor. I can't see, sorry, I can't sense the environment or a temperature. Same, skin can't see the world. So because I have a specific role and skin have a specific role, so same way in a artificial sensor like a temperature sensor, humidity sensor, these all sensor made for a special purpose, right? And mainly the most sensor categorized into two category. First one is the digital and second one is the analog. In case of digital sensor, directly produce the number, digital number, but in case of analog, produce the analog wave and then convert into digital number. So this is the difference between analog and digital sensor. So here I just mention few example of the sensor. So temperature sensor, you already heard about, I think, temperature sensor, accelerometer, gyroscope, humidity sensor and pressure sensor. So these all are the various sensor for this special purpose, right? For example, temperature sensor, what is the role of temperature? Name itself shown, it's just to measure the temperature. The same thing, humidity, just to measure the humidity around the atmosphere. Pressure sensor to measure the pressure. So same thing, these all sensor have a specific role, specific task, right? Now next thing, it means our third category, third component is the communication module. Okay, so we already know about what is communication, but here communication module. So let's try to understand what is communication module. These are the part of device. It means communication module itself a part of IoT device and responsible for the communication with the rest of IoT platform. It means with the help of this module, communication can be possible through IoT device to IoT device or IoT device to other gateway or a server or other module, right? So here we can communicate with two various method or two various way. For example, they provide the connectivity according to wireless and wired communication protocol. It means some module communicate with the help of wired technology, it means Ethernet cable and anything else, and someone communicate with the wireless technology like a Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. So this is the two way to communicate with the each other, right? The communication between IoT device and the internet is performed in the two way. So here the communication perform in the two way. We can categorize into two categories. So here I mention A and B. Let's discuss about A. What is A categories? There is an internet enable intermediate node acting as a gateway. So here what happened, IoT device connected with the internet gateway, right? It means IoT device is not capable directly connect with the internet because IoT device don't have this kind of internet circuit. So first of all, the IoT device connected with the gateway. For example, sometime we just create a hotspot from our mobile and some IoT device connected with this mobile. So here what happened, IoT device is treated as a node and the mobile is treated as a gateway. So this is the one case, case A. Got it? Now case B, second case, the IoT device has a direct communication with the internet. So sometime what happened, IoT device have IoT device itself a capable, IoT device have a internet circuit. So there is no need of other supported this kind of router or a device like a mobile device. So what is the what happen in case of B? IoT device directly connect with the server, right? So these two category, right? I think you are understood what I want to say. So I just give one example. With the help of these you can easily understand. For example, I made a IoT node or a project by using the Raspberry Pi. So case number A, Raspberry Pi itself not any internet. Yes, Raspberry Pi have a Ethernet port, but here what happened? We are just enable the Wi-Fi of a Raspberry Pi. Then after, with the help of mobile, we just create a hotspot. So here, by using the mobile internet, Raspberry Pi can communicate with the server. So here what happened? Category A, right? Raspberry Pi treated as a IoT node and the mobile treated as a gateway. Now second case, for example, some IoT device have itself a internet connectivity. It means in that case B, there is no need of any mobile and to provide create a hotspot and provide the this kind of internet facility. This node is capable directly to access the internet, right? So this is the category B. So here what is the conclusion of the communication module? So communication module have mainly two categories: device to device connectivity, it means IoT device to IoT device connectivity, and IoT device to server connectivity. And for the medium we have a two possibility. First one is the wired connection and second one is the wireless connection. It means wireless, it means Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Wired, it means Ethernet cable or anything else. So this is the communication module. Now last and a fourth one is the power sources. As you know, these all the circuit work based on the power supply. Without power supply the circuit can't work. So power sources must required in a small device. What do you mean by power source? So in a small device the current is usually produced by the source like a batteries, then thermocouples and solar cell. So these are the option. It means battery, thermocouple and solar cell, these are the alternate option, right? But normally nowadays normally batteries is the best solution. So most of the place batteries will be used for this power sources purpose, or charger also used for the power sources purpose. Mobile device are mostly powered by lightweight battery that can be charged for the longer life duration, right? So here this IoT device, we just provide the power sources to the IoT device by using battery, by using thermocouple, by using solar cell. But which one is the best way? Battery, right? So these four are the main component of the IoT. So I repeat once again, these four are the component of IoT. First one is the control unit, sorry. Second one is the sensor. Third one is the communication module, and fourth one is the power sources. Let's say for example, uh, Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi itself a component of IoT. This component come under the control unit. Let's say for example battery. So battery component come under the power sources. Let's say for example temperature sensor. So this component come under the sensor, second category. Let's say for example Wi-Fi. So this component come under the third category, communication module, right? So in this way we just categorize many component of IoT into main four category. So I hope the today's session uh, you can very well understand what I want to say, component of IoT, and this is the references. So I prepared with the help prepared this PPT with the help of this book IoT and application by Iris Dhotre, right? So this is the end of this video. Thank you for listening.